Hey everyone, welcome to another session of CeerazzleDazzle Physics. In today's session, we're going to be talking about seismic waves. Right, so what exactly are seismic waves? They are simply waves produced when earthquakes occur. So these are waves produced by earthquakes. There are two types. There are P waves and S waves. So there are two types of seismic waves, P waves and S waves. P waves are called primary, well they stand for primary, and S wave stands for secondary. Which one do you think arrives first? Which one do you think travels fastest? It's going to be the primary, because think about it, primary school comes before secondary school. So they travel faster than S waves. Whoops. Travel faster than S waves. Right, S waves, they're going to they travel slower than P waves. Okay, right, so we've a bit more information. P waves, these are longitudinal. And S waves are transverse. These are transverse. Right, now P waves can travel through solids and liquids, so they can travel through solids plus liquids. Yeah, and S waves can only travel through solids, so they can travel through solids only. Wonderful stuff. So that's P and S waves here. Right, and look, we can see from this diagram, the focus point is where the earthquake occurs. Directly above it, if the waves travel directly upwards and hit the Earth's surface, that is called the epicenter. So the focus point is where the earthquake occurs. Directly above it, where it hits the Earth's surface, this is called the epicenter. Right, scrolling down, let's have a look now at the structure of the Earth. So we've got to label the different parts of the Earth. The right bang on the surface, it's called the crust. And on the inside, we have the mantle. And then from there, we have the inner core. Oh, this is not the inner core, that's a fail. Right, that is going to be the outer core. And then right bang inside, we have the inner core. So there's two parts of the core, it's the inner core and the outer core. Right. And some of them are solids and some of them are liquids. The crust itself is going to be a solid. The mantle is considered to be a solid. The outer core is going to be let's change colour of pen, liquid. And the inner core is back to being a solid. Right, so we can see that there are different, they're made up of different things. Some parts are going to be solid, some parts are going to be liquid. Now, scrolling down, we're going to look at how do P and S waves travel through the Earth. So, how do P and S waves travel through the Earth? Let's just say right now we have the epicenter at the top here. This is, whoops, well, how does that move down? Let's go over there. Let's say this is the epicenter. That's where the earthquake, that's where the earthquake reaches the surface. Let's say it needs to travel throughout the Earth. Right, let's talk about P waves on this side. So P waves are blue. S waves are going to be green. So P waves, they can travel through solids plus liquids, we just learnt. S waves can only travel through solids only. Okay, so let's mark the paths of P and S waves. P waves can travel, well, let's do S waves first. You'll see the reason why we do S waves first. So the S waves can travel like this. This is one possible path, or this. These two are two possible paths for the S waves. Right, they cannot enter the outer core. Bear in mind this is the outer liquid core. The reason why is because, guys, you can clearly see it's a liquid core, and obviously S waves are solid only. They can only travel through the solids. What about the P waves? Let's draw a couple of P wave paths. So the P wave can travel through this bit here, refract, and then refract again. So this is one possible example of a P wave. It can also travel all the way across, refract once, and then refract again over here. So these are both, and some of it can also go straight, right bang, there. There we go. So we have 3 paths for the P wave. So these can all be P waves here. So make sure you understand the difference. S waves can only remain in the mantle and they don't enter the outer liquid core. But the P waves here can travel through the solids and the liquids. And that's why it can take multiple paths. My diagram isn't great, guys, but you get the general feeling which I'm trying to express to you. Right, scrolling down, let's have a summary. Summary, we have number 1, seismic waves are earthquake waves. Yes, they are made up of 2 types, P waves and S waves. For P waves, they are primary waves, they are longitudinal, they travel faster than S waves, and they can travel through solids and liquids. Secondary waves, they are transverse, they travel slower than P waves, and can only pass through solids.